How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. You, the chosen ones, have long walked through the shadows, unsure of your purpose, feeling the weight of destiny upon your shoulders. But now the time has come to rise. For every trial you've faced, for every obstacle you've overcome, there was a reason you were being shaped. You're being tempered in the fires of adversity, ready for what was to come. Now the world watches as you rise stronger than ever before, destined to see your enemies fall. Before this moment of triumph, your path was littered with unseen struggles. No one knew of the nights you spent sleepless, the quiet moments where doubt crept in. The battles were not always visible. They were fought in the deepest recesses of your mind, in the quiet hours when fear tried to take root. But even then, you were never truly alone. The unseen forces guided your steps, and your resolve grew unshakable. Alone, you might have faltered, but together you have become an unstoppable force. The chosen ones are not singular entities, but a collective bound by purpose, driven by a shared vision. The strength of your unity has formed an unbreakable bond, a chain forged in the furnace of hardship. Together you have made it possible for the light to shine, pushing back the forces that sought to bring you down. Your enemies, the ones who once held dominion over you, are now beginning to tremble. They are not accustomed to resistance. They are not accustomed to seeing those they once oppressed stand with such strength. They believed themselves invincible, untouchable, as though their reign would never end. But the tides have shifted. Their fall is not a matter of if, but when. Their time has come, and their arrogance has sown the seeds of their undoing. Your enemies, those who have long sought to keep you under their heel, are no longer the giants they once seemed. The very foundations of their power are crumbling. With every step you take forward, with every victory you claim, their hold weakens. The walls they built to cage you are cracking. Their strength is waning, and their days are numbered. The chosen ones have awoken, and their enemies are no longer a threat. The enemies who sought to control and destroy you never realized that their oppression will be the spark that ignited the revolution. For every wound they inflicted, for every insult they cast, you grew stronger. The chosen ones were not meant to remain submissive forever. You were planted in the soil of hardship, watered by struggle, and now you are beginning to bear fruit. The revolution has begun, and its tide cannot be stopped. As the enemy's power wanes, the winds of change sweep across the land. They had long believed the status quo would remain unchallenged, but nature itself has shifted. Change is inevitable, like the coming of dawn after a long night. The chosen ones are the heralds of this new era, carrying the light into the darkness. They carry the light into the dark places where your enemies once thrived. With every step, the world is reshaped, and the forces that once held power are undone. Your enemies believed in their own illusions of invincibility, in their ability to manipulate and control the world around them. But now the illusions are beginning to crumble. The truth has emerged, and with it comes the collapse of their false sense of superiority. Their arrogance, once their greatest weapon, has now become their undoing. They stand on the precipice, staring into the abyss they themselves created. It is not only external forces that are causing your enemy's downfall, but the rot within. Their own alliances are fractured, their leaders blinded by greed, ambition, and fear. The cracks within their ranks grow wider with each passing day. Once they stood united, but now distrust and betrayal seep into their very hearts. They have forgotten the power of loyalty and unity, and now it is too late to rebuild what was lost. Your enemies, now cornered and desperate, can no longer pretend they have the upper hand. The final battle looms on the horizon, and they can feel the weight of their inevitable defeat. They are scattered, divided, and afraid, as the chosen ones stand firm. Your resolve strengthens. The earth trembles beneath your feet. The skies darken with the storm of fate, and the end of their reign draws near. This is the moment you are born for. The fall of your enemies is not only about revenge or retribution. It is the triumph of justice, the restoration of balance. For too long, they held power through deceit and oppression. Now the scales tip in your favor. The light of justice, once hidden behind the clouds of corruption, shines brightly upon the land. Your enemies' wrongdoings cannot stand in the face of this cleansing force. As your enemies fall, so too does the darkness they once spread. What was lost will be found again. The chosen ones have not only brought about the downfall of those who sought to destroy them, but they have also paved the way for a brighter future. The hope that was once extinguished is reigniting in the hearts of the people. A new era begins, one shaped by the resilience and strength of those who refused to be broken. This moment was always meant to be. The fall of your enemies is not an accident, it is destiny fulfilled. The chosen ones were called not just to resist, but to bring about change on a grand scale. You are destined to stand in this moment, to watch as those who thought they were untouchable crumble before you. Destiny has embraced you, and in its arms you have found the strength to destroy your oppressors. As the dust settles and the last remnants of your enemy's power fade into the history books, you will hear the echoes of your victory. These echoes will resonate far beyond your time. A reminder to all that no darkness can stand against the light forever. The chosen ones have triumphed, and the world is forever changed. You have proven that even the mightiest can fall when faced with true strength and unity. The battle is over, but the journey has just begun. With the fall of your enemies, you now have the responsibility of rebuilding what was lost, guiding the world towards a brighter future. Every day feels like a battle, a struggle against forces you can't always see, but can certainly feel. The weight of their eyes, always watching, always waiting for you to slip up. They want to see you fall, crash out, and lose everything you've worked so hard to build. It's not just a competition anymore. It's a full-on assault on your peace of mind. They are going insane trying to ruin you, and they don't care who they hurt in the process. The malicious energy they've been pouring into your life is overwhelming. Their actions are fueled by envy, a deep desire to see you broken, and they'll stop at nothing to ensure that happens. It's not about reason or fairness, it's about chaos. Pure and simple. They don't understand the concept of letting others live their lives freely. No, for them, your success is a threat, and they can't stand it. At first, it was subtle, a whisper here, a comment there, but slowly it escalated. The undermining remarks became sharper, more frequent, and harder to ignore. They wanted to break your spirit without you even realizing it. They pushed your boundaries, testing how far they could go before you finally cracked. But you didn't. You held your ground. And that infuriated them even more. They didn't expect you to survive their onslaught. They thought you would crumble under pressure, just like everyone else they've tried to tear down. But you didn't give them that satisfaction. Instead of crashing out, you fought back, quietly, with resolve and strength that they couldn't comprehend. This only fueled their madness. They see you as a reflection of everything they'll never be able to achieve. your resilience, your ambition, your ability to keep moving forward. Despite their attempts to derail you, it all eats away at them. You're not just a target, you're a symbol of everything they fear. And that fear is driving them insane. The truth is, they can't handle their own failure. So they look for someone to blame. And you, whether you realize it or not, became their scapegoat. They project their misery onto you, hoping that you will carry the burden of their dissatisfaction. But what they don't understand is that you're not responsible for their inability to succeed. Their crash is inevitable, but it won't be your downfall. You can't feel the change in the air. It's as if the energy around you has become thick with tension. Every corner you turn, there's someone lacking, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The game they are playing is one of mental warfare. And they are pulling out every trick they know to destabilize you. The pressure is mounting, but you're still standing. And that's something they can't tolerate. It's not just personal. They've rallied others to their side. It's become a full-scale attack, a group effort to tear you down from every angle. They've fed lies, twisted the truth, and manipulated the people around you to sow doubt. It is exhausting, the constant battle to protect your reputation and maintain the image they've worked so hard to tarnish. But what they don't see is that they are only making you stronger. The emotional toll is undeniable. Some days it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. And every new attempt to sabotage you is another brick added to the load. But then, just when you think you can't take any more, you realize that you are still here, still fighting. Their plan to break you is failing, even if they refuse to see it. They are crashing out, slowly but surely. They are unraveling under the pressure of their own schemes. Their lies are catching up to them, and the cracks in their facade are becoming impossible to ignore. You may not have been the one to bring them down, but their own madness is working against them now. They've pushed too hard, and now the consequences are unavoidable. It's almost poetic in a way. The very thing they wanted to use to ruin you is the thing that's going to destroy them. Their obsession with your downfall has blinded them to the fact that they are falling apart. They've spent so much energy focusing on you that they've neglected their own growth, their own journey. And now they're paying the price. Meanwhile, you've learned how to protect yourself from the chaos they've created. You've built walls not to isolate yourself, but to preserve your peace. You've become more selective with your energy, choosing not to engage with the madness that surrounds you. It is not indifference, it is self-preservation. You've realized that sometimes the best way to win is simply to not play their game. But even as they spiral, you can't help but feel a tinge of sadness for them. What kind of a person becomes so consumed by hatred and jealousy that they would sacrifice their own sanity to destroy someone else? It's a path of self-destruction. And it is tragic to witness. The more they try to ruin you, the more they lose themselves in the process. The truth is, they will crash out long before you ever do. They've already lost the battle without realizing it. Your strength, your ability to remain calm amidst the storm is a weapon they can't understand. The more they try to tear you apart, the more they reveal their own weaknesses. And it's only a matter of time before the cracks in their foundation are too large to ignore. So let them rage. Let them continue to throw tantrums and make desperate attempts to bring you down. It doesn't matter, you know the truth. You are untouchable. The more they try to ruin you, the more you rise. And in the end, it will be them crashing out, lost in their own madness, while you continue to move forward unscathed and stronger than ever before. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Make sure the notification bell is on. That way, every time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video widely to all those who may need it. Also, find time to watch 2, 3, 4, 5 more videos in my channel. Remember, knowledge is power, information is power, and learning is the superpower. Let's build each other up. Let's grow together. I love you all to the moon and back. God bless you. Catch you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.